is an example of a product description from a manufacturer, and it's a very poor product description. The way for us to be successful is to really help our customers to understand what it is that they're buying. So we can write lots of text, and we can say things like a 300 denier silver-coated UV text and blah blah, and that all sounds very well and good, but what does 300 denier actually mean? Is that a lightweight fabric, or is it a heavyweight fabric? So there are questions that a customer asks themselves when they don't know anything about a product that, in the interests of good customer service, we need to answer for the customers. So here's another example here. All the great features of the deluxe gazebo. So what is the deluxe gazebo? If we came to this page and we didn't understand what a deluxe gazebo is, or what those features were of that deluxe gazebo, we would have to go somewhere else on the internet or in this website to understand what that was, and that means we can potentially lose a sale. So I would rate this product description about a 2 out of 10. It has the basic information, but it doesn't help the customer to understand whether this product is the best product, and it doesn't help the customer understand whether this product is better than another product compared to the range. So if we think of iPhones, for example, everyone knows all about iPhones. We know that one iPhone compared to another iPhone has better processing power, or it has more hard drive space, or it has a camera, or it doesn't have a camera. And so it's only when we say, when we tell our customers the differences between products, that they can make a decision. So a good product description doesn't just describe the product, it describes the product in the context of many other products. So let's go through a few examples. This is a good product description, and there's a few elements to a product description. What we do is we always start with a summary. So see this part up here. This is the summary, and it sets the tone for the rest of the information. And then we'll generally go into a product overview, so more information about it, additional details, etc. So I'll show you a few examples, and then I'll get back to what we're going to do for our stores. Excuse me. When you write an introduction, so this is the introduction here, it's very important for you to provide context for the customer so that they understand whether this is a good product for them. And it's also important to put the product in the context of the entire product range. So in this case here, you can see that this writer has an understanding of the customer. This writer understands that there are rough roads, that there's a lot of dust, and that the customer might spill a coffee on this product. So what we try to do is we try to understand the context where that product might be used, and we might say to the customer, well, this product's suitable for these kinds of conditions or these uses. You'll find it really good for this. I'll just go to, I'll stay on this one. So this is a really good introduction in here. It uses keywords, so you can see that it's got CB radio. It also, so that's the product category. It also repeats the product name, so it says Cobra 29 Ltd. It talks about the word features, and it says it's similar to other full-size units from Uniden and Galaxy. So again, this writer has compared this product to other competitor products. So this writer really understands what this product is and what the feature set is, and says, well, it compares in features to these other products. The only way you will ever learn that is if you go and do the research. So it takes time to write a good product description. Rugged reliability. This is the main standout feature for this product, is the rugged reliability factor. So, and it's the best-selling full-size CB radio. So again, it's a unique characteristic of this particular product that it's rugged, and that's setting the scene for the product description, for the rest of the product description. In this particular case, this website has a recommended for section. I think that's a good idea. Radio features, other features, it includes all the features, so you need to go and find out what all the features are of this product, and we need to do it in the same pattern across the rest of the website. So you can see here things like the radio dimensions, the product includes, things like that. Then there's another additional details. Now this is a really interesting thing. This is what I was talking about when we were talking about the 300 denier. Remember this 300 denier? What does that mean? It doesn't mean anything unless you've got context. So look at this, a 9-foot microphone cord. So what does a 9-foot microphone cord actually mean? Well, it means it's got easy reach within any area of the vehicle. What does a front microphone connector mean? Well, that means it gives you convenient installation in or under your desk, your dash. So do you see what this means is, so see this switchable noise blanker? That's a technical term, but what it actually means, the definition is that for increased noise reduction, so it reduces the amount of noise that comes through. So in this way, we would say 300 denier is a thicker fabric, is one of the thicker rated fabrics, which means it cuts out more sun and heat. Excuse me for coughing. So it cuts out more sun and heat. So that's what 300 denier actually means, and you can only find that out by researching what 300 denier means in the not on the manufacturer's website, but in, say, something like Wikipedia. You have to go and understand what the technical terms mean. Let's go on to another one. These guys here also have a very good product description. So they start with, they have these subheadings, so you can see, and this is obviously a feature that they're promoting. So what's behind the superb picture? Well, these are the technical details behind the superb picture. So these little subsections means that a lot of content gets put into this product description, but with these subsections dividing it up. So that's really good. Then there's also, of course, the specs. And if you see this aspect ratio, let's click on that. What does aspect ratio mean? Well, it shows here, and then it says the TV you grew up with almost certainly had an aspect ratio of 4:3. So they use common language. What they do is they try and put these technical terms into a non-technical language that the customer can understand. So that's your job as a product writer. You've got to really understand the product, and you've got to put the technical terms into context and explain what it is. So I'll go back here, info, I'll just see if there's anything else down here. So there's the features list there, so that's pretty obvious, connections and dimensions. That's a highly technical product, so it's got a lot of features in it. We'll go on to the next site. This is a really good site, I love this site. So here's a pretty average sort of product description, and this is all really good, that's all fine. And then there's the specifications list, so that's all very, very standard. I mean, this is just a shed. But the other thing that it does is they offer bonuses, and so essentially what they're doing is they're saying that they're giving away more information. And so let's get on to this. This is a description from one of our current stores, and it's quite a good one. So here's the Austrail Deluxe Compact Gazebo. So that's the product title being mentioned again in the introduction. And then we've highlighted 2.4 by 2.4 meters. And so notice how that's in bold. That means it's the smallest gazebo in the Austrail range. So you won't know that unless you have a full understanding of all products in the range. And then we talk about the context of what it could be good for. So if you've got a very small area, if you're attending a local show or an agility trials, if you have a very small market stall, something like that. So this is a deluxe. So just like we talked about, this one talks about the picture quality here. So it says, this is about the picture quality. This one also says, this is the deluxe quality. Does it matter? Well, the deluxe range means that this gazebo has sturdier, thicker legs and a frame. So that's highlighted. It's got a heavier canopy than the compact range. So again, we're comparing the lighter weight 150 denier products, and we link out to those products. So when we discuss another product, we link out to that product. What does it come with that's of great customer convenience? Well, it's got a portable wheeled carry bag, so that's really good. Is this the most popular size? Well, it's not. There is a different product that is more popular. What's another feature that people will find useful? And then this is where it gets really interesting, and this is what you must do, is you must go out online and go and find other information about this product, about what other people have said about it, and you must bring it in to this product description. So in this case, we're taking people out to the Dogs Online forum, which is fine. but we would also repeat what they have said on that forum back into this page. And then we also link to other parts of our website where there's useful information which might help the customer with their buying choice. And then we go through the standard features. So here is a good description. So the UV Tex 300D polyester, its fabric is 300 denier and it's heavier. So it gives it context. It's heavier than the 150D. We can see here that someone tried to do the same sort of thing when they were writing. And they just sort of said the fabric is 150D. So they basically said the fabric is 150 denier and it's 100. That means that it's 150 denier. That's like saying this is an apple and that means that it's an apple. Whereas what you would say, this is an apple and that means that it's red and crunchy and juicy. So you need to find another way of describing it. So that's a really poor description of 150 denier because it doesn't help the customer in any way. So again, we go through and we sort of say, you know, the deluxe range is thicker grade steel. We try and help the customer to decide. There are also a number of other options available, and these should all be hyperlinked to the actual product. So we're telling the customer that you can buy accessories, extra accessories. So these words, wall kits and mesh walls, should all be linked out to the proper products that are actually in our site. And then there's some extra information down here about the care for the gazebo. And that's generic information, but it's unique to each product page. So we never repeat that sentence on all the other product pages. We just write it slightly differently. But it's a generic category information, and you'll see that over here. See this category info tab? So you'll see here that this is a TV buying guide because we're looking at a TV. So again, it's generic category information that's extremely helpful for the customer. So this gazebo care tips. And then we go and find more videos online. So again, we go and bring more information from out there online back into our store to really help the customer decide whether they're going to buy this product and whether that product's right for them. So this is an example of very, very good product description. This is not a good example. So this is too long. This doesn't mean anything. And here's another one that's also been rewritten, which is really good as well, which is quite good, but it could be improved because 150D doesn't mean much to people. So there you go, that's a summary, that's a breakdown of product descriptions. It's really important that we get this right. So if you have any trouble understanding this, just get in contact with me, and we'll also go through some examples together before you really get going.